Yeah, well, there my will you four players. They were playing Vertesk in Ambanam. What? No, I'm not gonna do the voice. I'm not doing the voice for now. Um, this recording comes immediately after the last one, if you couldn't tell. So yeah, we're gonna be playing some Vertesk in this mod, and we're gonna do some trade stuff. We had a big chunk of trade league, and then Admin Costa said no. No, Admin Cost. Oh. So I'm very tempted to actually. I'm very tempted to actually straight up like improve relations with them again and then get the alliance again. Because I just really, really, really want them to be in my trade league. I can even kick somebody out like Napes Bay. Like, who cares about Napes Bay, honestly? I'm not gonna kick them out manually. Alright, we've already got Jiber. Perhaps I could stay allied with Ambien Coast for a little bit. Just to make sure they don't actually leave. But now they don't want to be my friend. No, I ruined it. I ruined it. No. My beautiful trade league of 10 members. Wah. Are they all neutral now? Even though we're in a trade league? Come on, guys. We're in a trade league together. Be happy. Enjoy life. Alright, we're gonna put a diplomatic advisor here to get some improved relation speed. Because I broke some alliances, right? I need to improve that relation. I wonder if the automatic assignment to improve relations with your not religious league, with your trade league members counts as allies. Because well, I mean, they're technically not allies, right? Would they count as subjects? Wait a minute. Would they count as subjects? No, they're not subjects. Well, I don't know. Yeah, Anben Coast is just not happening, I guess. Anben Coast. So yeah, if you're gonna do what I did, don't do what I did. Halfling Food Festival. We can make them more tolerant. We can spend some money on their festival. Yeah, let's spend some money on their festival. You can tolerate a little. I'll tolerate them a little more. We do have a large minority of them. As my model winks for no reason at all. And we are quite ahead of time now. We're quite ahead, eh? Quite far. This guy's old, but he's gonna live for a little while. May recruit female generals. I wonder why that's a part of the being a powerful mage. Is that just like you attract women with your magical power? Oh man. Women, you know, they do love a large rod. And mages, you know, they... What am I talking about? Yeah, okay, so I can see that that diplomat was idle for a moment, which means that they were not improving relations with the trade league members. So I'm gonna do that myself, I guess. That's a shame. That's a really annoying thing that you can't just improve relations with your trade league members, because that's a lot of members. That's so many more members than just my allies. Okay, we're gonna do it manually then. So we got Crotan. Improve relations with Crotan. Not having an extra diplomat as well is really bad. And we are a duchy forever. Very sad, so sad. That extra diplomat from here, oh, is gonna be game-changing. Oh, it's gonna be game-changing. I mean, it would be game-changing right now, but we're not right. But it's not here right now, is it? Well, yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Vertesk. We do have this Castanorian Citadel modifier, which is referring to the Bal Vertesk itself, of course. The aristocrats secured a major position. Okay, cool, good for them, I guess. Don't really care about them. Don't care, don't know. I do care about getting some ideas going. Our truce with Blue Hod has expired. That's because of the alliance we did with them. Yeah, oh, hey, we can have a 666 right away. That's good. And they're gonna live for a little while. So we have improved relations with Esmarain. Next up is actually Blue Heart, so let's improve relations with them. Make sure they don't leave. Like some people. I don't want to name any names. Because how do I make more money? I feel like the answer to making more money is just attacking Aramari Temple, but oh hey, we can call in Arbaran and Laurent. Hey, Laurent would help us. What? Okay, then that means we have to build a spy network. But that means that they would help us attack Gawed, but Gawed is a lot more powerful. Yeah, we definitely have to crush Dame's Crown. Absolutely destroying them is gonna be... What happened there? There's a cat. I have a cat. He ran away. I guess he has some cat stuff to deal with. We need a claim on this. And I should have been making a claim on this. Already. But I'm a dum-dum. Oh. Yeah, it always happens. Wex just cannot hold their Imperial Crown. It always goes to Istralor. It always goes to Istralor. Always, without fail. Okay, so we improved relation with Blue Heart. That means that the next one is actually Juberd. Yep. Continue making that claim of ours. But hey, at least Wax embraced Renaissance. Good for them, right guys? Right? Well, yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. What else can I talk about here? Oh yeah, coronavirus. How did you guys have it? Did you guys have it? If you had it, tell me of your experiences with it, because my experience for the about how long? Two weeks with it. Yeah, that blinking eye is just so distracting. My experience with it for the past 2 or so weeks that I've been sick with it has been generally lackluster. I was promised that it was going to be like at the end of the world virus that just kills me outright if I get it. But at most, it just feels like your whole body is just exhausted. It's like draining. Somebody cast drain on you, and you're just drained out of all of your strength. And also, I did have a sore throat for a while, that is true. So, even more so than normal. I guess I still have it a little bit. I do take medicine for the throat, but I never actually had to take any COVID medicine directly. Any coof medicine. Laurent wants us to give them crowns. They are not making a lot of money, are they? How much do you want? 2 ducats? Okay, you can have my 2... You can have my 2 ducats. Oh my god. Alright, and that gave us some favors as well, which is great. Should have been like 5 favors. So when we get this gold mine, that's going to be really, really huge. That's going to be huge. Humongous, even, some might say. That gold mine isn't even producing at full strength because of this lack of demand for goods. Derwing is also a part of the Empire, unfortunately. So Aramari Temple is a priority target. Then we can reclaim stuff from Gawed at some point. But the gold mine is going to help us so much. Like, look at that. Check that income and then add, like, this to it. It's like, ooh, Ooh, it's gonna be great. Improve relations with Gibert. Let's improve relations with the next target. That's gonna be Napes Bay. And then we're also going to move in here and check our leader in with Magd Chambers. That should be our claim here. Nice. Alright, we got it. Okay. Alright, Laurent, you promised to help. Come and help. Dame's Crown, XOS, Minibor. They are a part of the Trade League. Wait, is Dame's Crown Trade League really that tiny? Ha! Look at look at the size of this Trade League. Oh, it's so tiny. Oh, look at the tiny little Trade League you got. Oh, isn't that cute? Alright, we want to kill it. Alright, and we're also going to employ... We're just going to go down speed 3, and we're also going to bring out our fleet to play. Because, quite honestly, I don't want to lose my entire trading fleet to some random boats that just happen to be here. Instead, they lost their fleet to some random boats that were just here. Alright, and we just stack wiped that guy. I'm tempted to leave this and go for Dame's Crown directly. Oh wait, is that a fort? Oh yeah, it's a fort. Then we have to siege it first. I guess we'll just siege it then. Yeah, we're not gonna protect trade. We're gonna siege. We're gonna blockade. That's what I'm trying to say. We can do. Oh yeah, we can cast siege magic. Apparently we can't. Nice. What magic do we have? We have divination and enchantment. That's actually not that bad. You know what? Let's just to show off this mechanic. Let's cast some realm magic. So our ruler. I should say, oh no, we can see this decision because we can study. Our ruler has a proficiency in different schools here. So we had divination and enchantment. So we can enchant, we can modify memories and charm. What is modify memories? We can spend some mana points, which I do like. It's literally mana points. Forget atrocities for either 5 or 10 years. Encourage subservience, also for either 5 and 10 years. Overlook national blunders. Prestige decay. Prestige decay -5. That's not overlook national blunders. That's just straight up get prestige. That's a get prestige button. I think we'll go back. Let's charm. Sway the estates. Oh, that's a good button. Oh, I like this button. If I have estates, I'll definitely use that. Improve relations buff. That's also very good. Morale of armies. Assuage subjects. You know, really good buffs. Look at that. So if you have some spare mana points. And then, of course, see, at legendary level, you get dominate to surrender siege magic. But we are not a legendary caster of any kind, so we can't show that off. And there's also funny necromancy, which allows you to absorb life energy. That allows you to actually get mana, but you lose prestige, and you potentially lose the advisor. But you can also drain the populace, which allows you to trade... It's a worse trade. In my opinion, that's a worse trade. I'd rather just drain the advisor, because that basically only costs money. And some prestige and power. But in return, you get a lot more power. So you lose 10 power and get twice as much. And you lose 5 prestige. So that's not a terrible spell. But it's not that great. And then also on Renown, you can raise undead armies, and in Legendary you can pursue Leechdom. But these ones are a little wacky, because they require you to live a long life, actually. If you raise an undead army and then die, some not very good stuff happens, let's just leave it at that. Divination. What's Lore Seeker do? I don't remember. Requires a magical relic for study. We don't have that. Okay. If a magical artifact or tome is found during magical study. We don't have that. Scrying. That is only a very, very short buff. But I believe legendary. Oh, no, there's a there it is. There's a legendary foresight. Now that one, that one's a gamer spell. It gives you a year of 33% all power cost reduction, right? But it costs 150, I think, of each mana point. So what you can do, and what I did once, is you can save up a lot of mana, like a lot of mana, a giant pile of mana, and then cast Foresight, and then dump all of your mana onto something, and that actually makes it a lot worth it, because if you think about it, if you have like, let's say you have 999 power saved, right, of each kind, and then you use that spell, so to cast the spell, you spend 150 of each mana, so then you have 849 of each mana point, and then if you spend all of it, which is, let's round it up to 850 mana, right? Just for simple math. And then you get 2,550 mana that you've spent on stuff. Remember, you've spent 450 to cast a spell, and you have 2,550, of which you save 33% off, so 1/3. That means that you've roughly saved over 800 mana on a spell that cost you 450. So in essence, it turns out to be worth. But like, it's situational, but you can do some wacky stuff with it. And with Conjuration, I haven't really done much. I have done the Conjure Magical Fortress thing, and I've done Siege Elementals. Siege Elementals are really cool. They let you siege a lot faster. Conjuring Magical Fortress lets you summon a building. That building is very good, but unfortunately it crumbles eventually. So it's a bit temporary. And with Evocation, you get a lot of siege magic, essentially. And then also some war magic. War magic is just a temporary buff for your troops. Illusions I have not done at all, so I don't know what that does. And same goes for Transmutation, but that looks really fucking cool. Look at that, you can shape change into dragons, giants, create homunculi, Rite of Conception, all that fancy stuff. With Conception, you can also cast a mage estate spell. There's an estate. If your ruler isn't a mage, you can still cast magic by using the Magister's privilege. And then one of their options, they get different magic to yours. So if we look at this, they got some different stuff. It's like similar, but a little different. 8 constructions is a little different. It gives you like a little bit of a buff to constructions. Well, it's actually not a little bit of a buff. It's a giant buff. I'll show you. Look at this. 20% construction cost and time for just 50 ducats. That's insane. That's insane. Think about all the buildings you could, like, you get this, and like I can spend 50 crowns on this, and then just build stuff. Like, there's just so much stuff that I could build. So much money I could save. Becomes exponentially better. Empower wards lets you get a defensive modifier on one of your provinces. That's also awesome. Pretty sure it's the strength. Yeah, it says the strength of the spell scales depending on how much estate influence you have. So we have the medium strength. If you have a lot of influence, these spells grow even more powerful. A year's worth of events that gives you relations, reputation, improve relations for 10 years. Not bad, eh? Not bad. And I might even do that. That's actually a good spell. We can encourage plant growth, but this requires you to have provinces that actually grow stuff. And scrying helps a little bit with some other stuff. Scrying at war, scrying our war combatants gives you some buff and lifts fog of war of your enemies. It's not that great. I don't like it that much. But this one I'm actually gonna cast, so we're gonna cast that. I'm not going to make use of that extra relation slot, but it sure helps a little bit with reputation and improve relations, because we are going to be taking a province now, and that causes aggressive expansion, and you know what aggressive expansion gets removed by? Yes, that's right, improve relations speed. We're also going to be humiliating Dame's Crown, if at all possible. That's going to be another goal of ours. But to do all that, we have to siege them down first, and we're just gonna let it siege, I guess. Oh man. I should probably have been just letting them siege while I was talking, shouldn't I? That's a little unwise of me. I've been talking about freaking magic for all this time. That's not particularly amazing, isn't it? Alright, we can do a reform. Oh yeah, there's some special plutocratic stuff, isn't there? Consolidate power in the Doge, plus 250 governing capacity. Not bad. Disperse power across the cities. Term duration 4. Term duration 4. Trade power abroad, plus 1 diplomatic reputation. What's the default term duration? 4. Wait, what's this do? What? And we can also just do sortition. I guess, well, normally I just do frequent elections, so I think that's still better. We have a 4-year election term. Yeah, I think frequent elections is just straight up better still. Frequent elections, my reasoning behind frequent elections is very simple. What's the best part about being a republic? Being able to re-elect your ruler. Therefore, so re-electing your ruler costs you a little bit of your republican tradition, gives you mana points, makes your ruler better, and therefore, if you have a ruler that is elected every 4 years, and you start with a normal 114, it takes 5 re-elections to get them to their maximum potential, which is 20 years, normally, by default, with a default 4-year election term. With a reform, that takes only 15 years. That's a lot faster, because rulers on republics tend to be old, and age matters a lot. So if you want to improve them fast, and also gives you more mana points, because every re-election you get a 50 of a random mana point thingy. And remember, all it costs you is just a little bit of republican tradition, which doesn't matter, because re-elections cost scales with the speed of your with like how long does it take for your election term. So for example, by default, on a 4-year republic term, it costs 10 republican tradition to re-elect. Now it says 8 here, which is wrong. The tooltip is wrong, because it doesn't include decimals. It's actually 7.5, but on this it's going to be correct. This is going to be right, because this number actually accounts for decimals. You just can't see it. So when it says plus 1.39 every year, that accounts for the extra decimal stuff there, right? So essentially, there's no downside to having re-elections faster, except for the -10 absolutism, which also doesn't matter in the early game. No, I'm gonna take this. Reasoning behind me taking this technology, even though I want to take a province, is that I actually want to unlock an idea group so that I can dump my military power into it. And I'm thinking about plutocratic ideas, but I don't really need it for anything. And quantity is just better. So we're going to take the 2 first ones immediately. This gives prestige and prestige decay. That's pretty pog. City of 3 Empires. Vertesk is an ancient citadel among the first ever raised by Old Castanor, and later capital of the Old Gawidi Kingdom and the dread Vertesk Dominion before becoming a free city of Ambenar. While empires rise and fall, we alone survive throughout the ages, and we will persevere through long after Ambenar is ground to dust. Yeah, whatever. Guild restrictions on salt. Production efficiency is bad, so we're going to do production efficiency. Oh, we've sacked the Imperial Mint. Oh man, I should have paused on this event. Because the guilds took power and my economy improved because of their modifier, this now costs more for me to get discipline or professionalism. Oh well. And also, it doesn't help that we got this devastation in the province that I kind of wanted to take myself. Alright, let's go help them take Dame's Crown. We have a War Wizard, so that should be really, really quick. War Wizards are really, really, really based. Look at that. So with a War Wizard, you also automatically get the War Wizard Leader trait, which gives them siege ability and shock damage, but it reduces armor tradition from battles, because obviously your troops are just standing there watching the mage do all of the work for them. We're fighting their navy. I don't like that. Or do I? Wait a minute, we're winning. Oh, they don't have a leader. Yeah, we want to fight this. Naval battles are an enigma to me, just as much as it is to you. Don't worry about it. But it appears that we are winning, and I would like to continue winning. There we go. I want to sink their entire fleet. Where are they going? Oh, they're going to Exwis. No, you're not going to Exwis. I'm gonna piece Exwis out. So yeah, look at this. Lose 8 of Republican Tradition, right? But gain 50 of a random mark point, and we got military power, which we need. What? Why are they allowed to dock? Hello? There we go. Ha ha ha! Yes! Kill them all! Kill them all! Excellent, excellent. Why did my army leave there? Anyway, Dave's Crown is done. We're gonna humiliate them, and we're gonna take their money. We're also gonna break their alliance with... Well, we're not gonna break their alliance with Telgeir. They can keep their shitty alliance. Give up claims in Arbaran? Yeah, well, they don't want to do it anyway, so it's fine. It's whatever. Don't really care. Just want a little bit of extra prestige, but I don't really care about that. Yeah, we can settle the flood marshes with all the money we've got. Look at that. Yep, we'll do it. And now, we've only got Minibor to worry about, which is already being sieged by Laurent. Thank you, Laurent. You're great. You're great and wonderful. I'm going to keep this army here, actually, because we're going to need it. And now that the danger has passed, we can continue protecting trade in Dameshead. Hey, we're an embezzler. We got some extra money from that event. That's very nice. Trade. Alright, let's get that marketplace that we need it. And we're also getting a marketplace here because there's a mission that requires us to do that. This one. Minibor is ready to be pieced. Yep, they got occupied, which means we're gonna take their money. I wish there was a force into a trade league option. Even though they'd probably just leave it immediately. Oh. This would force them out of the trade league. Trade led by Dame's Crown. Yeah, get wrecked. Get wrecked, Dame's Crown. Your trade league is bad. Oh, it's gonna disappear in a second because I'm gonna annex the Aramari Temple. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony. Kill them. It's gonna piss off a little people a little bit. Yeah, there goes the trade league. And we can get that stuff done. The Aramar is ours. Imperial Mint is in our hands. It's gonna make us not that much money right now because A, it is devastated, and B, we haven't cored it yet. But when it is cored, ooh. Oh, and also, oh no. There's a lot of stuff happening here. We need adventurers to solve that for us. Why are you attritioning? Yeah, damn, Gowit's got a lot of allies. Sheesh. You sure that's not too many allies, buddy? Oh, damn, blue scale looking thick. That's Bipek, Reveria, Portnam, Aranmas, and Reach Spear. Yikes. So, too many allies. Luckily, we have a giant league. So now we are done. Let's improve relations with it. People are going to dislike us a little more because we just took a province in the Empire and then refused to give it back. But that's okay. We can build a marketplace in the province. That's going to be required for this part. This one. Expand trade influence. It's going to give us a little trade efficiency, which is actually really nice. Improve relations with Namespay, which means we can improve relations with Gabmorion. There we go, improve relations. And that should be very, very nice. Very, very nice. Yes, indeed. Haha, yes, yes, look at that trade income. Woo! Rolling in it. There was a mission that required us to have 15 galleys. There's a lot of galleys, but we can probably start building it up. Galleys don't cost a lot. We can probably overpay for them as well. We do currently have money, and we do have all the divisors rolling. So we probably can afford... How much is it? Oh, it's 8 per galley. Yeah, we could definitely afford 15. Thanks to our ideas, we can afford a lot of galleys than normal. This is fine. We can just reduce that. In general, everything is looking good. A sloppy culprit. The occurrences were many, but things did not add up. Frayed ropes here, footprints where there should not have been. Dust in places unlived for decades. It was baffling. The final clue was the stolen valuables. Just why would a ghost need trinkets of gold and silver? One of the plucky adventurers noted, setting off an alarm in all their heads. By the time the next haunting, they were ready, having set up traps, as suggested by the party leader. A chase ensued through the manor, and the plan nearly failed, but at the last second, with direction from a bard had assured their success. With a ghost captured and the townsfolk gathered, the mage went forward and confirmed their hunch. "I knew it! You all thought I was me! It was me!" they cried, as the true culprit angrily grumbled the details of their plans as soon as they sat tied up, bragging about the perfection of this masterstroke of genius. "I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling adventurers and there's something." Oh, that's a Scooby-Doo reference. I can't believe it took me this long to realize it. Hey, we got 10 prestige. I can't believe it freaking took me this long to realize it was a Scooby-Doo reference. Well, thank you, adventurers. They already cleared one of the modifiers. They just need to clear out the rest. Local upstarts of the Thieves Guild and the Crazed Pariah of a cult. Alright. There are rebel factions coming up as well. Obviously, the Aramari people. They are not happy that we've subjugated them. And we can invest in enforced service. So that's going to be very nice. Going to help us with money a little bit as well. Especially since we're about to basically dump it all down the drain. Okay. Right. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. What do we get next? We get some stuff there. We don't actually get any more extra reforms, sadly. Yeah, I was hoping that maybe we could get something else as a plutocracy, but maybe we just don't. Consolidating power in the Doge is pretty nice, though. Definitely a competitive choice if you are growing larger. But I still would probably go for frequent elections, even if I was large. And then just wait for stuff, or like build courthouses or whatever. You're not going to start out large as any republic anyway, so any merchant republic anyway. So I don't know if there's much of a point. We're also going to add an extra cog. The reason being, I like round numbers. And we're going to have 25 ships in this navy. So once we do get a naval reformer and 15 galleys, we're going to get an admiral. And then we're also going to complete this mission because we're going to have a fleet larger than 30 and larger than all these other people. Going to give us navy tradition and mercantilism. That's pretty based. That's going to help us with this one because we need a lot of mercantilism for that. And then we're going to get more mercantilism here. If we get more mercantilism, then we get +1 merchant, and then expand Vertesk arsenal. The arsenal of Vertesk gives +10% naval force limit and navy tradition. That's pretty nice. And this is just a temporary modifier. Galleys. Galley fraction at least 75%. Okay then. Alright. Rewards for adventures. I don't like this mission. This one is weird. Wait, what's this? Inevitable confrontation. Oh, Gawad. That's a Gawad mission. Oh, there's a whole part of this for taking provinces that we have cores on. Ah. Gathering allies. So if we... Any country, primary culture is Blue Reachman. I don't need prestige. Brothers' War. Dominion of Gawatan. A subjugation Casus Belli. Oh, that's interesting. That's exciting. So if you if you own actual Gawat, then you can just yeah, then you can just reclaim this stuff, and then you can build a new tower. A teal tower. Gabmorion is improved. We're already working on Bahrain? No, we're not. Let's work on Bahrain. Alright, then we can speed up. Again, gonna re-elect. Look, we're not even floating that much Republican tradition. And also when you're kind of floating around the middle, you'll get events. Sometimes you'll get more events that lower your Republican tradition, but sometimes if you get at about under 50, like 40-ish, you will get some events that allow you to get 20 Republican tradition back at the cost of 1 stability, which is normally kind of expensive, but you need to take into consideration the fact that you will end up with an agenda? Oh, right, I wanted to improve relations with Magisterium. Sure, we can use that diplomat for it. But yeah, need to take into account the fact that... What was I talking about? Forgot. I forgot what I was talking about. We have an able reformer? Yeah, we do. We probably should do it for to get the mission done. Navy of the North as well. And then we can exchange this guy for someone else. We cannot afford him. Wait, we can afford him. What? We can afford this guy? This Cocker Wall? That's kind of sus. That's kind of sussy. How can we afford this guy? It's just because of gold? I guess it's because of gold. Did we... yeah, we made this a full thing, and there we go. Wait, this starts with a cathedral. Oh, it's because it's a temple. I get it. It's a temple province. The commandant died. Good thing I didn't promote them like I was planning to. Okay, how do I promote this guy? He's relatively young. Anti-half-F graffiti. We can just clean them up. Yeah. Do not hate them for what they are. This will not happen again. Half-elves, you know, they are just like us. But, elves, a little bit. Who isn't a bit of an elf inside? I mean, come on, look at me. I'm a human in a shell of a non-human. And we're back. You know, it's a great thing that the new OBS updates have a pause recording feature. Otherwise, it'd be pretty boned. Yeah, I had to go away for a moment for a very important task at home. And, well, I had to pause it. I had to pause the recording. Luckily, we're back now. We're ahead of time, but we're getting up on some stuff. You know... Perhaps we should teach these people a lesson. We have Laurent coming in too. I feel like it's time for a show of strength, you know? So we're gonna get this back, get this guy back home from there, and we're gonna use Laurent again. We're not going to war with Gawad anytime soon right now, so it's fine. Okay, we're just gonna go to BPEC. We're not gonna go to BPEC. We're gonna go to Ueleire, and we're gonna siege them down, and then we're gonna let Laurent deal with BPEC. And then we can break their alliance with Gawad. That's actually gonna help a lot. I'm gonna not take an idea. I'm gonna wait. Looks like our mercenaries have engaged the enemy. I'm gonna take this. Oh, and we're also at war with Daring. Okay. I didn't even realize that. And there's Aramari separatists. I think I'm gonna let my allies handle that. That's the beauty of having allies. They can handle things for you like that. Like rebels. What a good timing, actually. Looks like Laurent might be on their way to do exactly what I just described. Oh, this is one of the worst events. Oh, I hate this one so much. This one's like the worst way to lose stability ever. Local upstarts. Oh man, the Thieves Guild grew in power. God damn. Alright, let's move in here and blockade. Yeah, I know I could walk over through boats. Should I though? I'm gonna siege this down. We're still gonna have to siege this down. Hey, thank you, Laurent. You're lovely. You know that, Laurent? You're cute. You're very cute. I like you. Little French upstart place. How's your subject doing? Yeah, Sorn Coast is a little bit of a wacky one always. They're never loyal really. Alright. It's a good thing we're able to declare war on Derwing or fight Derwing in the same war, because now we can also humiliate them. Get their money. Take their lunch money, beat them up. Take their humiliation. And look at that. Oh, yes. And now we get +1 in every monarch point. Then we go kill their navy. Well, someone's navy's dying here today. I don't know whose navy that was, but it was someone's navy and it's now dead. Let's go occupy West Saltmarsh. And then we can walk into BPEC. You're gonna arrive in a month. I don't know if I like that. Oh, we can barely catch this deck, and we can somehow catch that one as well. I don't know why that was available, but it was available. Are we able to get this mission done? Ah, yes. Very, very comfortably, actually. Very, very nice. What's that going to do for us? That's going to give us just a 5 loyalty. That's perfectly fine by me. Improving relations is what we do anyway. So we need to improve relations with Bahrain, I believe. We didn't finish that. So let's continue that. Ironside. Very nice. I want to blow up the BPEC Navy, which is why I'm hanging around here. Ironside is ship durability. That's excellent. Excellent. The aristocrats have gained a dominant position in our country. Well, isn't that just great? Mercenary maintenance, not a big deal at all. We can probably upgrade this advisor to level 2 at this rate. Look at that. Look at that money we're getting. We're raking in the cash. Let's upgrade this advisor, and we're gonna let this battle fight out, because our galleys are just straight up better than everyone else's. And does that delete their navy entirely? Yeah, it did. Okay. Go home, repair. Damn, Vertesk navy is fearsome. Alright, so that means BPEC is out of the picture. They are not a rival, but we can... Oh, we can also pillage their capital. That gives us some aggressive expansion, but honestly, we're not using that for anything anyways. So they can have their alliance with Derwing and Ueleire. That's very nice. They're very easy to beat up, the BPEC. And Telgeir is the only one remaining, and it's already sieged, which means we can just take it. We can pillage their capital as well. Why not? They're not going to be bothered by it. Look at that. 37 dev. So wait, we got 6 from BPEC's capital. And we've got 3 from Telgeir's capital. So we get 9 development out of this war in our capital. That's very based. Can we pillage their capital? We're not going to get anything. Oh yeah, we want to show strength and we were there. Very nice. Which means we can also invest in the new technology here. And that's also very great. There we go. We are now just on the top of the world, aren't we? Let's get this workshop going. And perhaps another one? Yeah, High Harbor Workshop. We've also dealt with our rebels, or rather our allies dealt with our rebels, and this guy is just living on. I mean, yeah, he's a mage, but he's lived on for quite a while. And we are being rivaled by Gawad now. Which means we can rival them back, and that's excellent. We want to rival Gawad because we want Laurent to like us a little more, so that they can help us in our wars against Gawad that are going to be coming soon. Reach Spear isn't going to help them. They're still a little too strong, and also Laurent isn't being called to help, so we're not going to do it. Ideally, we should actually just wait for Laurent to declare their own war, because they're going to do that at some point. Oh, this was excellent. That was a great war. That was a very nice endeavor for us I just did. Production research flawed. He must be right. I don't want to lose prestige right now. Prestige is actually kind of poggers. Hey, look at us go. 13 years ahead of time of all techs, and we can just get some quantity ideas done. We can invest points into development. How much development have we got now? We're at 99 development. 99 development on just 5 provinces isn't terrible. You can do better. If you start as Anbenkost and then take these provinces and the Old Daemneath, that's like... By the time you actually take these provinces, this is going to be like 30... This is going to be... Well, this is going to usually stays up around the same level, these two. And then this one and this one, it also stay at the same level-ish. But Anbenkost is 53 by itself, so... 53 plus 30 is already like almost 90. Well, it's not, but you know what I mean. Never do math on stream, or video recording is what I mean. Let's do Old and Infirm. Alright, let's have a look. So, Esmarain. We still... Yeah, we can just improve relations with Esmarain. By the time we're done improving relations with all our league members, we can already start again. Very nice, very cool, very cool. What else can we do with our points? Oh yeah, we need to get mercantilism. And we do need to have traders as the ruling faction. Let's handle that right away. So that makes traders the ruling faction, which allows me to do this. Estuary of Aelin. There we go. We need to get 4 more mercantilism. So that's just done. And now we need a trader, but we have a level 2 advisor right now. And I kind of want to keep them until they die, because I've spent money on them, and I want to get my money's worth out of them for as long as I can. Also, we need to check our naval force limit. So we've got 32 to 21. How much are we overpaying right now? 137. I don't necessarily need this many transport boats, is what I'm thinking. Esmarain. Hey, we have like some crazy... Oh, no, he died. Alright, but here's a cool little trick. Here's a cool little trick what he can do, alright? We already just did it. So this event says that our leader has died, but he's not dead, he's still there. So since the events can be held on to for a little while, You don't have to click the button right away. You can just wait. And we're going to do exactly that. Oh, wait, what's Gavit doing here? What's Gavit troops doing there? Alright, so we got 2 ticks, and that's usually enough. Events kind of stay around for like 2 to 3 months-ish. So you can get 2 monthly ticks with your current ruler still. And then you can elect whichever you need, which in this case is a military person. And I'm still going to go for Republican Edition, because keeping up your Republican Edition is good for re-elections. Why are you here? You have a war to fight. Go fight your war. Actually, I kind of wanna... So wait, Belacare. Yeah, we need to be in relations with Belacare. Yeah, let's improve relations with Belacare, and we're also gonna build a spy network in Gawed, because I kind of want to know what's happening in Gawed. We have loose lips, which is not a big deal at all for human players, but for AIs, it's a little wacky. We also need to accept Crownsman culture because reasons. Because it will help us with this province a lot. Not having the culture as accepted gives you a debuff. Listed right there. I blinked again. That was not exactly of my own volition, but we'll take it. We'll take a wink. Yeah, workshops cannot be built in provinces to produce gold. Salt crisis. We'll have to live with this. Ah, yes. Artist James. That was such a lame name. Oh yeah, I'm an artist. What's your name? James. I'd just kill myself, honestly, if that was the case. What the heck? You're an artist. You want to have a cool name. Like, I don't know. Edward. Edward is just Edward, though. I don't know. Maybe that's not a cool name. What's a cool name for an artist? Leonardo. Leonardo is a cool name for an artist. What else? Giovanni. It's just Italian names mostly, huh? I don't know. Alfred. Alfred is a good name for an artist. I like Alfred. Alfred is a cool name. If you're an Alfred, shout out. Shout out to you, Alfred. You're cool, okay? Gavin was spying on us, apparently, which, I mean, cool. Good for them. We also lost our mage general. We need to keep that in mind. Which kind of low-key makes me... Yeah, I kind of want to maybe get Battle Mage Academies. Yeah, let's get Battle Mage Academies for the low price of -1 military power, and also 10% Crownland, which we don't care about anyways, for we are a plutocratic nation. We get... Where is it? There it is. Yeah, we get +5 morale of armies, and also we get access to special Battle Mage Mercenaries. And Battle Mage Mercenaries are pretty cool. They do a lot of damage. It's basically like a bunch of infantry who are mages, and they are very, very epic. They do have reinforce rate that's lower. And also, occasionally you will just get random war wizard generals that come into your country and lead your troops. Okay, we improved relations with Belacare enough. Let's improve relations with Crothan. Crothan has been rather friendly with us. They should be feeling a little afraid though, because we just took out Aramar. Well, they are not in the same area though, so maybe they feel safe. Oh damn, you got a lot of allies there, Wing. It's gotta be your downfall. You're gonna answer all these calls to arms. Alright, let's do decentralization of Anvenar. Normally, I make a huge mistake and go for this one first, Veterans of the Lilac Wars. That one's a very good one too. If you can take this one, definitely it's a good one. But decentralization of Anvenar is just so nice. It's 25% less aggressive expansion. 25%! Just think about it. 25% less aggressive expansion. Like, if you take something that costs 40 aggressive expansion normally, it goes down to 30. 40 and 30 is a massive difference. Just look at it. Aggressive expansion goes down by 2.1 right now, yearly. If you lower your aggressive expansion gain by 10, first of all, that's way less nations that join coalitions, potentially. And secondly, 5, like a grand total of 5 actual just straight up years that you just shave off with that. Also, we can select a naval doctrine. We have something about ship capture. 10%? Ugh. Come on, 10%, really? No, we'll just do galley combat ability, probably. Galley combat ability goes well with our existing bonus of 20%, and the added, 15% is just gonna make our galleys really, really cool. I'm not happy about losing 50 military power, but I don't want to get corruption and devastation, so... Astrolor is the new emperor. And look, their wing is now going to get wrecked by multiple nations all at once. Because they are dum-dums. Okay. Now I'm looking at this and I'm thinking. Riveria is right next to Lorent. They're going to get wrecked. Now Gawad, though. Gawad is going to wreck me if I declare war on them. They're going to... Nah, I'm going to wait. It's probably easier for me to wait until Westmoors is annexed by Gawad, because at that point, Gawad is a lot weaker. Westmoors is actually a pretty powerful vassal, but generally speaking, AIs tend to lose power when they integrate their vassals. I know it's very strange. Oh hey, they defeated bandits. Very epic. I know it sounds very strange, but AIs, generally speaking, when they integrate their vassals, they become weaker for some reason. We're making some money here. Mostly thanks to our war reparations, actually, weirdly enough. Also, yes, I did squint. That looked weird, I know, but I did squint. Hey, our first re-election for this dude. How old is he? 46! That's not old enough. I mean, that's not old at all. I mean, obviously that is old enough. Alrighty, let's develop. So we want to spend our... my admin points mostly here. Is what I'm trying to get at. This province still has autonomy, so we're not going to spend any here. But I'm going to spend some here. So we got it to... Well, let's get these provinces higher. So we got all the admin power we can spend here. Let's spend some there in High Harbor, and I guess we can dump the rest in Vertesk. So that's one extra development in Vertesk. That's not too terrible. Brings us way over the 100. Brings us way over 100. Gives us an extra unit, and also probably gives us some extra ship limit, which we are already over anyway. But that also means that we can build some extra boats for this fleet. So, because I kind of want some extra boats for that fleet. Wait, why is it? Where's it building the? Oh, it's probably building the boat in Vertesk. Yeah, it's building the boat in Vertesk. That's cool with me. Oh, and he just died. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's the worst that can happen. But hey, that's RNG. We already had good RNG by having that guy live for a very long time, so I don't mind it very much. But essentially, oh yeah, well, we can just get governing capacity from this one. And I clicked it without even thinking. I should have gone for Union of States. I don't have any problems with the governing capacity. Ah, well, I'm just a dumb cat. Okay, I'm a dumb cat person. I'm a dumb cat person. Man, don't judge me. Okay, and. And with Devon Devon Love getting elected in the Republic of Vertesk, I think we're gonna call it. This time for real, because I am actually feeling very sore now, and I'm quite happy with how this turned out. I enjoyed this game so much so far, and I hope you did as well. Hope to see you again in comments, and also I hope to see you soon on the next video, if this one even is released. Anyway, Bye.